Okay, so what I want to talk today to you guys today about is classes that we run and one-on-ones and what really happens in them, I guess. So you guys probably all know the idea of parties. You know, you've got your people in the UK, for instance, like the old school Tupperware party, or something like an Avon party, or Ann Summers or something like that, and Canada like Epicure or Pampered Chef Sensi. We've all been to them. Not an Ann Summers one personally, but we've all been to them, or we all know about them, and that's not what we do. I mean, I'm not saying coming to see us is not a party. Of course, it's a party. Anything where I'm involved is fun. But we want to kind of really get you to understand the difference between what we do, how we do things, and maybe what you probably have as a misconception in your mind about it. So, at a party, generally people are tasked with getting a certain amount of volume. It's a very high pressure sales idea. This isn't what we do. It's a class. We are educating. We're in this to educate. We're not in this to force people into buying stuff they maybe don't want. This is about education and ongoing education. So to come to our class, it's a case of we sit down, we have a chat, we find out maybe a few common. You tend to find people have common problems that crop up. Backaches, neck aches, or bad sleeping, or lots of different things. Allergies when you get into that sort of season, problems with colds, kids getting sick, and people may not think they have an issue with their health, and rightly, you may be healthy apart from a few little bits and pieces that we could help with. We could make you sort of try certain different things and improve on this. So we sit down, we chat, maybe find out a few ideas of things that people are looking to address in their lives, and then we show you the oils. If you're one-on-one with us, if you're we are face to face, then we pass the bottles of oils around. You can smell them. You can really get a sense of sort of the product itself, and kind of see how, even if you want to take a drop of the peppermint that we've got and pop it on your tongue, and feel how invigorating that is, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. So we pass the oils around, we talk about a few of the oils, and yes, obviously we do talk about particular kits maybe that you could buy, but there is no pressure. When we say there's no pressure to buy, there genuinely is no pressure to buy. We want people to understand there is a different way. We want to educate. And if you go away and it's not for you, then that's absolutely fine. If you do decide to start an oil journey, then we will be there every step of the way with you. We will we'll take you to try and help you with the situations you've got, any new ones that crop up. We are always educating people on our Facebook page. We're always putting information out there, things you can use the oils for. So we're very much committed to this. Isn't one of those parties you turn up to, you buy a load of stuff from Pampered Chef, and then they go away until the next time they want you to buy a load of stuff. That's not how we work, and that will never be how we work. So we can do this as a, like I say, we run classes. We're running a class twice a week for the whole of November. Round our house, you just pop round. On one of the dates, we'll do exactly what we've just discussed. We'll just hand the oils around. We'll talk about them. Any questions you have, we'll field them. And then if you're interested, great. If you're not, even better. At least you turned up. If you don't want to do that, we're happy to schedule one-on-ones where we'll come and sit down with you. And talk, do exactly the same thing. Just talk to you about the oils, show you some of the oils, try them out, and again, if at the end of that you're not interested, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, for the people in the UK, I'm planning on running a webinar where I'll be pretty much following the same track as we do in an actual class, but without the ability for you guys to smell the product, to sample the product. However, at the end of it, if you are interested, for sure we can arrange you guys to get some samples so you can try them, so you can actually have them in your hand and try and see what works for you. And then again, happy to organise one-on-one sessions with anybody in the UK. Happy to sit down and talk specifically about specifics, about more general things. I don't mind. But all we want to do is educate. We just want you guys to understand there is a different way. There is something you can do out there that will benefit your life. That is a natural way of dealing with a lot of today's problems. But you know, it's up to you. We can only educate. We can't. We're not going to force. We can educate. So if we give you the tools, you can make a decision. And if you want to come on a journey with us, that's fine. And if you don't, like I said, no pressure. We just want to get to talk to you guys. So that's really what we do in a class. That's really what we do in a one-on-one. And it's not just a case of one class and you're done. If you do decide to come and join, or even if you don't, and you're still interested, then we are going to run some that are more sort of moving on, things specific themed, specific theme classes for people who already have oils, just to help keep teaching you guys what you can do with them, where you can go with them, and some of the sort of things that maybe you hadn't thought about, applications in your everyday life that you hadn't really considered. So, like I said, I don't want to labour a point. That is, we aren't parties. We're not doing parties. It is not fun. Clearly it's fun, but we aren't doing parties. This isn't a quota system. We aren't trying to force you down to buy something. If you turn up and you decide you want to get something, that's wonderful. If you decide you don't want to get something, we just appreciate you turning up. And this goes out to all you real skeptics out there. If you're skeptical, please come. Because I want to talk to the skeptics out there. I want to talk to people who think this is nothing but snake oil. This doesn't work. This can't work. We want to see you guys. We want to see if there's anything we can do to change your opinion. And if you come, skeptics, if you're really skeptic, shoot us a personal message. Shoot either Rachel or myself a PM and come to one of our classes. And if you just turn up and give us 30 minutes of your time, then we'll give you a free bottle of wild orange at the end of it, just to be going on with, and a few instructions on what to use it for. Please come along. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you find it interesting, and yeah, speak to you soon. Bye bye.